Welcome, everybody. I'm sure more people are going to be joining us, but I'm so glad that all of you are here. So today is the day that I've been waiting for 25 years. I'd like to share with you the story of how this book came about. I was living on the coast of Oregon in Lincoln City, and we had opened the Circle of Life Center about a couple of years before. And I was doing my morning meditation, and all of a sudden, this laser beam of light came from the cosmos to the top of my head. And it showed me a picture of Running Bear Eagle, Christ, and Buddha holding the earth. And it said, they're coming to earth at the same time in the same place, and you're to write a novel about it. And in the novel, tell the pearl wisdom of each of these three traditions. And then it went away as fast as it came. And I thought, I looked up, looked around, and I said, well, you know, it's a possibility they got the wrong house, the wrong head. You know, I mean, cosmos is pretty big. So I forgot about it. I just figured it was one of those aberrations, so I forgot about it. So maybe a month later, I went to a psychic fair, and I got a reading. And as soon as she tuned into me, she said, you have to write a book. And I said, the book I started last spring? She said, oh no, not that book. She said, that's going to be written by somebody else. And I went, oh, and I knew how to write that book. And she said, no, this book is more profound. I said, is it the book that I got the message about? She said, yes. I said, well, how am I supposed to write it? I rarely read novels, let alone could write one. And she said, I said, do I channel it? Will it be channeled? And she said, oh no. She said, this information is in your heart. She said, all you have to do is bring your energy down into your heart. And it's all there. And I thought, well, I know how to do that. So I rearranged my schedule so that I could start writing a little bit every day. And I was really getting excited about it. It was starting to move through me because I didn't have an outline. I didn't know what I was going to write. I was just creating this novel out of thin air. And so I took 4 days off and I went to Sun River in the Cascades of Oregon, a place I absolutely love. And I rented a cabin in the forest. And I wrote solid for 4 days, and I finished the first draft. And I came back and I was so excited. And I got an editor, and she read it, and she was really positive about it. And she gave me suggestions, and she had insights that I hadn't realized were in the book. And so I was rewriting it, and time went along, and Spirit asked me to go to Boulder, Colorado to open up a bigger Circle of Life Center. So I did that. And so we were setting up, renovating this big space for our center for 12 practitioners and seminars, and it was a beautiful, beautiful space. And it was time to get the cover for the book. And so I found an artist who worked at Naropa College. And she came, and I talked about the project. I said, I need a painting of Buddha, Running Bear, Eagle, and Christ holding the earth. I said, would you like to read the manuscript? And I handed her the manuscript, and she took the manuscript, and she said, oh no, I don't need to read it. She said, but I'll put it between my hands. I'll hold it. And so she closed her eyes. And she said, oh, this book is about love. This book is about the new love that's coming in. And I said, yes, this book is about the new love coming in. And so a few days later, she came back with the cover picture for Union of the Masters. And so I had it framed because it was an oil painting, and it wasn't time yet to put it on the cover. And it got stalled. The energy of it got stalled. And so, well, I just, kept plugging away, and finally years passed and I had it edited again. And then I came to Asheville, North Carolina, and started working on it again. And then I was shown what was blocking the energy. And as soon as I was shown, then that energy, I was able to clear it and the energy dispersed. And then it really started to roll. And that was a year ago. And now it's actually a book, a complete book. It's come to fruition. So it's kind of an exciting time for me as I waited so long for it. And I want to tell you a little bit about it. It's these three beautiful beings come here and miraculous things start to happen on the Oregon coast because of their presence and the people that they meet, and it comes alive. And the teachings, for example, of Running Bear, she talks about relationship and how we're interconnected. We're so interconnected. We're interconnected in every possible way. Our exhale of carbon dioxide is inhaled by the trees that exhale oxygen that we breathe in. And we're all familiar with that, but it's on every level of our ecology that this happens, this interconnection happens. But the world now is in a place where most people think that they're separate, that we're not connected. And this book demonstrates how we really are connected. It doesn't just talk about it. The people who read it can actually live it. And Christ exemplifies and teaches the power of forgiveness and the power of love and how that can transform your life and transform the lives around you. And Buddha, of course, teaches the Four Noble Truths and the Eightfold Path. But it's not a textbook. It's alive, it's living, it's happening right now. And so these teachings come together and they coalesce. And they become bigger than they are, bigger than the sum of the parts. This book is about the new era of humanity. This book is what's the possibility for the human race, that we move from Homo sapiens to Homo universalis. This is the time of the leap. We're here, it's right now. And just this week, I was told in my meditation that over the years, over these 25 years, me always wondering, when is this ever going to happen? This is never going to happen, right? Over these 25 years, the energy of the book was growing, was becoming more intense, was becoming greater and more expansive, and becoming higher and lighter. And right now, this book vibrates at the template of the new humanity. This holds the vibrational template of the new humanity, Union of the Masters.